Did you know that Paris and Vancouver are on the same latitude? Latitude tells us how far a place is from the equator, and in this case, Paris and Vancouver are almost exactly on the same latitude, with Paris being located at 48.8 degrees north and Vancouver at 49.2 degrees north. Every degree of latitude is equal to 111 kilometers or 69 miles, so the difference between these two cities comes down to just 39 kilometers or 21 miles. I would have never guessed that the difference would be so small. Let's look at 7 more incredible examples that you probably have never realized before. The Middle East is at the same latitude as Southern Europe. The cities of Tehran and Valletta are at 35.7 and 35.8 degrees of latitude. The capital of Malta isn't known too well, but to think that it's even more south than the southernmost points of Italy and still is at the same latitude as the Iranian capital is just stunning. Moving on, adding another city to this incredible line of latitude is Tokyo. This city lies at 35.6 degrees as well. Could you have guessed that the Japanese capital is at the same latitude as Southern Europe and the Middle East? Staying in Tokyo, you might be surprised to hear that Seoul, the capital of South Korea, is actually further north. This city lies at 37.5 degrees, meaning that it's 211 kilometers or 114 miles further north than Tokyo. For me, this was an absolute surprise. Before we move on to an amazing example from the Southern Hemisphere, let me know which one surprised you. And while you're at it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Before I reveal the answer, try to guess which city is further south. The Brazilian capital of Brasilia or Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar. It surprises the majority of people to find out that Antananarivo is actually 344 kilometers or 186 miles further south than the Brazilian capital. The cities lie at 15.8 and 18.9 degrees south to be exact. Two cities that are almost exactly on the same line are Copenhagen and Moscow. Definitely a comparison that I never expected. But the Danish capital lies at 55.67 degrees and the Russian capital is just a bit further north, being located at 55.75 degrees, which is only a difference of 9 kilometers or 5.6 miles. Another interesting example is the comparison between Havana and Dubai, but Dubai lies a bit further north than the Cuban capital. Havana is located at 23.1 degrees and Dubai lies at 25.2 degrees, meaning that the southern parts of the Middle East are still further north than the Caribbean islands. Let's compare another North American city to a European one and then find out that the Canadian capital of Ottawa and the beautiful Italian city of Venice are both at 42.4 degrees of latitude. Despite their very different characteristics and climates, they meet on this line. Many of these comparisons are surprising because we often forget how far north Europe actually is. This happens because Europe is so warm compared to the other continents at this latitude. But why is this the case? That's exactly what this video is all about.